Hey Warriors fans, buckle up because things are getting seriously interesting. The NBA has introduced a rule change that could completely reshape the way games are played, and Golden State might be the team to benefit the most. The change focuses on contact during a shot, specifically hitting the shooter's guide hand. Previously, if a defender swiped at a shot and grazed Curry's offhand, it was just part of the game, annoying but not a foul. Now, that same contact counts as a personal foul, and for a player like Steph Curry, this is a game changer. Curry is one of the fastest releases in the entire league, clocked at roughly 0.4 seconds from catch to release, which is faster than almost any other player in the NBA. This split-second advantage means defenders are often swiping blindly, trying to contest a shot, and now every mistimed touch could result in free throws. Think about the strategic implications for the Warriors. Curry can get a shot off quicker than defenders can react, and if they hit that guide hand, it's 2 free throws at a minimum, and potentially more if fouls accumulate. Over the course of a game, this could translate into a dramatic increase in Curry's scoring opportunities. He isn't seeking fouls the way some players do. He's simply shooting, doing what he's always done. But now, the rules reward him for it. Imagine Curry getting to the line 15 to 20 times in a single game, something that could decisively swing close contests. And if an opposing player finds themselves in foul trouble guarding him, Golden State can capitalize by forcing rotations, creating mismatches, and widening leads while key defenders sit on the bench. But Curry isn't the only story this preseason. A name that's been quietly turning heads is Will Richardson. Drafted 56th in the last year's NBA draft, Richardson has shown a toughness and winning mentality that goes beyond what many expected from a late second-round pick. His journey is compelling, starting at a smaller school, transferring to Florida, winning the NCAA title, and now carving out a role on a championship-caliber team. His preseason performances have been encouraging, particularly on defense. Against teams like the Lakers and Trailblazers, he's been physical, relentless, and smart, doing the little things that create opportunities for his teammates. Even when Golden State was down 21 in a preseason matchup, players like Richardson, Quentin Post, and Trace Jackson-Davis were crucial in sparking a comeback that ultimately led to a 6-point victory. Richardson's impact goes beyond just defense. He's contributing rebounds, making assists, and hitting shots when it counts, but it's that aggressive, gritty style of play that has helped set the tone for Golden State's second unit. Finding players like him, undrafted or late-round gems who can step up and provide meaningful minutes, is exactly what the Warriors need as the season progresses. With some rotation players inevitably falling out, Richardson has the mindset to be next man up and make an immediate impact. As we look ahead to upcoming preseason matchups, especially against the Lakers, these games are more than just exhibition contests. They are opportunities to build rhythm, test lineups, and establish momentum. Golden State's preseason success could be a predictor of a strong start to the regular season. A team that comes out hot, like last year's Oklahoma City squad, can maintain that energy and confidence over the long stretch of the season. For the Warriors, a winning mindset early on is crucial, particularly for integrating younger players with the championship veterans. Steph Curry, Draymond Green, Klay Thompson, Al Horford, and Moses Moody know what it takes to win deep in the playoffs. But the newer pieces like Richardson need to experience that competitive intensity. Preseason games offer the perfect proving ground. The strategic possibilities are fascinating when you combine Curry's new advantage with the versatility of the roster. With the guide hand rule in play, Golden State can design plays that maximize fouls drawn, manipulate matchups, and create scoring opportunities in ways that were previously unavailable. Imagine scenarios where a defender is forced to guard Curry, accumulates fouls quickly, and is removed from the game. Golden State could then exploit those gaps, allowing role players and starters alike to capitalize on space and mismatches. Even without another 7-footer, the team can create spacing by positioning bigs like Quentin Post or Al Horford around the perimeter, drawing opposing big men out and opening driving lanes for Curry, Draymond, or Kuminga while still having shooters spread across the floor. Beyond the individual and strategic developments, the mental and cultural aspect is equally important. Players like Richardson help instill a competitive mentality across the team. Preseason success isn't just about wins. It's about setting habits, building confidence, and ensuring that when the regular season starts, everyone is ready to perform at a high level. As Golden State looks to continue an undefeated streak in preseason matchups, every win reinforces the mindset cultivated during training camp and sets a foundation for consistent performance. The blend of veteran experience and emerging talent allows the Warriors to not only execute plays, but also adapt dynamically to in-game situations, making them a formidable opponent before the season even officially begins. Every little factor contributes to the bigger picture. Curry's advantage with the new rule, Richardson's defensive grit, post scoring and versatility, and the seamless integration of young players learning from championship veterans. This synergy could lead to a team that is not just winning but dominating, with strategic depth and flexibility to respond to any challenge. Whether it's executing complex rotations, exploiting defensive mismatches, or simply leveraging the new foul rule to create free throw opportunities, Golden State is positioning itself to be a force that opponents will struggle to contain. The combination of skill, speed, intelligence, and mental toughness is shaping up to define what could be an extraordinary season for the Warriors. Looking ahead to the upcoming matchups, the Warriors' preseason slate continues to offer a fascinating glimpse into how this team might operate once the regular season kicks off. The next game against the Lakers is particularly intriguing. Even though it's preseason, there's a lot riding on establishing rhythm, testing lineups, and solidifying a winning mentality. Golden State knows that getting everyone, starters and bench alike, comfortable in their roles is crucial, and the way the team has been navigating these early games suggests they are already thinking several moves ahead. The Lakers bring their own pressures, with young stars and new leadership needing to set a tone for their season. But the Warriors have shown that they can control the narrative early, especially when their veterans are in sync with emerging players. Bench players like Will Richardson have become a central part of this strategy. His energy, defensive tenacity, and willingness to step into crucial moments have been pivotal in setting the tempo. In the last few games, when starters rested, he didn't just fill space, he influenced outcomes. His defensive pressure, particularly on perimeter players, has allowed Golden State to maintain intensity even when the top names were off the floor. Combine that with post-scoring versatility and the experience of older players managing floor spacing and tempo, and the second unit is more than capable of swinging games. The Warriors are deliberately cultivating a mindset where every player understands that the outcome is affected by their focus and effort, not just the star names. The new hand contact foul rule adds an extra layer of strategy for both starters and bench players. Curry's ability to draw fouls changes how opponents defend him and, by extension, affects rotations and matchups across the entire court. If a defender accumulates quick fouls guarding Curry, Golden State can capitalize by rotating players strategically, creating mismatches, and maintaining offensive momentum while neutralizing key defenders. This dynamic opens opportunities for role players to step into critical offensive and defensive positions, knowing that the team system allows them to succeed even in high-pressure moments. The rule change essentially rewards aggressive, precise play, and Golden State is poised to exploit that with both individual talent and collective basketball IQ. As the Warriors move through this preseason, every possession is a learning opportunity. Players like Kuminga and Moses Moody are being evaluated not only for scoring or rebounding, but for how effectively they execute defensive rotations, communicate on switches, and maintain spacing. The coaching staff is clearly emphasizing a balance between fostering confidence and enforcing accountability, ensuring that when the season officially begins, the team operates as a cohesive unit. Even in situations where the lineup is unconventional, perhaps a smaller front court or a mix of younger and veteran wings, the team has shown it can adapt on the fly. This adaptability will be key against teams with varied playing styles once the regular season starts. Curry's role continues to be the focal point, but it's also the way his presence affects everyone else on the floor that matters. Defenders now face a dilemma: contest a shot aggressively and risk fouling, or play more cautiously and allow him clean looks. This strategic tension creates opportunities not just for Curry, but for the Warriors as a whole. Players like Draymond Green can orchestrate the floor, reading defenses and initiating plays that exploit the hesitation Curry forces. Klay Thompson's off-ball movement and shooting remain as deadly as ever, and when combined with Post or Horford in the corners, Golden State can stretch defenses thin, creating lanes and open shots that might not have existed in previous seasons. The spacing, timing, and pace all feed into a system designed to maximize efficiency while putting pressure on opponents. The mental component cannot be understated either. Preseason games against high-caliber opponents are about more than just practice. They are opportunities to instill confidence, especially in younger players who haven't experienced playoff intensity. Richardson, for example, is learning to operate within the flow of a championship-caliber team, understanding how to impact games beyond individual statistics. That growth carries over into the regular season, where every possession counts. By the time the regular season begins, players like him will already have a sense of how to execute in critical moments, how to rotate defensively, and how to maintain composure when facing elite talent. The synergy between veterans and emerging players is becoming a defining characteristic of this Warriors team. Looking at potential statistical impacts, Curry could see a significant uptick in free throw attempts with a new hand contact rule. That, combined with his already high scoring efficiency, might allow him to average career-high numbers once the season begins in earnest. But beyond the points, the real effect is how defenders adjust, potentially opening up scoring chances for teammates. The second unit, empowered by Richardson and others, could influence outcomes in ways that go beyond traditional box score statistics, contributing to momentum swings and building the team's confidence in pressure situations. These are the subtle advantages that compound over a season, giving Golden State a strategic edge that few teams can match. Every element, from Curry's lightning-quick release to the versatility of the bench, from spacing and rotations to mental readiness, fits into a larger strategy of dominance. The Warriors are not just preparing for wins. They're preparing to control the flow of games, exploit every new rule to their benefit, and integrate emerging talent in ways that amplify their championship pedigree. This preseason is a laboratory where strategy, execution, and player development converge, and the early signs indicate that Golden State is setting the stage for a season where they can challenge any team, anywhere, at any time. Before we continue, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any exclusive Dubs updates. Let's keep going. The Golden State Warriors, already a powerhouse in the NBA, might be on the verge of a transformation that could redefine the league's defensive and offensive balance. Rumors have been swirling that Myles Turner, the Indiana Pacers' shot-blocking maestro, could be donning the blue and gold sooner rather than later. Sources close to the situation suggest that Turner's unique combination of rim protection and perimeter shooting could turn the Warriors into an almost unstoppable hybrid of defense and spacing, a team that thrives on blocks and three-pointers. Warriors fans are buzzing at the mere thought. Imagine a lineup where Turner's elite timing at the rim complements Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson's sharpshooting. Draymond Green would no longer be the lone defensive anchor, allowing him more freedom to orchestrate the offense while Turner patrols the paint. Insiders say Turner has been intrigued by the Warriors' culture and the opportunity to make a deep playoff push in a team already known for its offensive fireworks. The block and bang style Turner brings could be exactly what Golden State needs to compete against the league's rising physicality in the paint. Analysts speculate that with Turner stretching the floor with his three-point range, opposing big men would be forced to either stay outside, opening lanes for drives, or challenge his rim presence at their peril. The rumor mill is already imagining highlight reels of Curry lobbing alley-oops to Turner, or Turner rejecting a shot and then stepping out to drain a three, essentially a 1-2 punch that few teams could match. While nothing is confirmed, chatter in the league has intensified after multiple anonymous sources hinted that the Warriors' front office is quietly exploring trade options. Pacers fans are left wondering what kind of return Indiana would demand for a player of Turner's caliber, while Warriors faithful are already daydreaming of a team that could redefine positional versatility. If this deal comes to fruition, Golden State might not just be chasing championships. They could be shaping the future blueprint for how modern basketball fuses defense and shooting. Whether it's wishful thinking or an impending reality, one thing is clear. The mere idea of Miles Turner and Golden State has ignited conversations from coast to coast. If the whispers are true, Warriors basketball might never look the same. Stay updated exclusively with the latest Dub Nation news. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to keep getting daily updates on the Warriors. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. Your input is essential for the Dubs community. Stay tuned for the next video.